Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. A lot is happening. And I can see why I keep saying this. The CEO is right when he said that the company will become profitable in a sudden and in a massive manner. What has happened yet again? Well, the Chinese government has just sold a little over 50 billion US dollars worth of US bonds. Yes, you heard that right. People are estimating that the Chinese government own about a little over 700 billion US dollars worth of bonds, and they started offloading now. You see, the Belt and Road Initiative was one of the things that China has been putting in place and has been implementing in order to become self-sufficient. They have also grown together with Russia, India, South Africa, etc., has grown BRICS nations. And now they are prepared for war, whether it's a cold or a hot war, says the general. China Electric Vehicle has deployed, and this is NIO, has deployed a self-developed AI-powered system at its plant in Hefei. China's Anhui full vehicle self-inspections of over 1,000 functions are done in just 3 minutes. During quality checks. So this is another reason why the West fears China that much. Why they have to put tariffs. Why they have to put out propaganda pieces. Why they block the algorithms on certain channels like my own. Why they block me from Facebook. Because they don't want the West to know the truth. You have American bloggers over there in China now that keep showing the cities, the subways. Here we have rats in our subways. I mean, disgusting. You have a lot of, sadly, homelessness, which just keeps increasing. And that is not going to change anytime soon due to governmental policies. And I've said this before. In China, they don't change government, but they change policies based on what's best for the population. When you say that as an American, you're considered anti-American. You should not say that. In America, we change governments all the time, but policies never change. So China continues to grow their soft power throughout the world by building hospitals, bridges, roads, infrastructure, like they just did in Iraq by building a power plant that can help generate enough energy for 1 million plus homes. Whereas we're just dropping bombs. It's really sad, and continuing to prop up the military-industrial complex. A lot of us voted for change, hoping that the wars will end, but the wars never end because the military-industrial complex have that much power. But anyway, sorry for going off on a rant, but I needed to vent that because this is reality of what's happening. Now, recently, NIO gave a lot of incentives to push out our older models of the NIO brand, the main brand. And during the recent show, holiday season in the show, NIO secured over 5,000 orders for the main brand. You heard that right. And a lot of it came due to the incentives that are in place with, free battery swapping, 4 free battery swapping per month, and other incentives towards the driverless technology, etc., without lowering the price of the car. Well, guess what just happened? We're getting ready to lift off. Because with Dr. Shen Fei, Onvo just made another strategic move that will help destroy the competition and put the nail in the coffin for the competition. It says NIO sub-brand Onvo introduced a fresh round of incentives on Friday to boost sales of its debut model following slower than expected demand in the first quarter of the year. And we all spoke about that, improper marketing, etc. So what do we do to bring our sub-brand Onvo and our other sub-brands coming up to par with our main brand, which has outsold Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Porsche combined? How do we do that? Well, we all know that the incentives for the main brand is due to, this is the older models, and the new models, the NT 3.0 platform, is coming out next month. Along with Firefly about to be released this year, along with the L90 coming, along with the factory going to be completed this year in China, along with the factory being built in Africa, along with the European Union, who said they're going to drop tariffs and they're going to just put a minimum price range. They can't go below that. Boom! In a post on Weibo, Dr. Shenfei, who now runs Onvo, newly appointed head of Onvo and former vice president of NEO's power unit, and we saw what an incredible job he did with the NEO power unit, announced that from now until June 30th, existing owners and core users of NEO or Onvo vehicles can receive rewards for referring new buyers of the L60. The referral package includes 3,000 points, 100 community credits, and 10 invite a friend mall vouchers valued at a total of 1,000 yuan. Vouchers are automatically issued after the referred customer take delivery of the vehicle. The referral campaign joins two other incentives announced over the last weeks. Customers who place a deposit for the L60 before the end of April this month will receive 6,000 yuan worry-free charging bundle. Yes, we're also a charging company, not just battery swapping, not just EV, not just a tech company. We're not just making chips and phones and chauffeur service. I can go on, but we're also a charging company. You can charge your cars, which can be applied to public charging, home charger installation, which is very important. Again, I keep saying that for the Onvo brand, especially because it's for the families. It's a superior technologically advanced EV for the family, SUV for the families. Or battery upgrades. They're also going to get some free battery upgrades. The offer is equivalent to roughly 2 years of free charging based on 4 battery swaps per month. Buyers are also entitled to 5 years of free access. And it says from today until June 30th, NEO and Onvo vehicle owners or core users who invite a friend to purchase a NEO or Onvo L60 will receive an additional 3,000 points and 100 community credits, an extra reward of 10 invite friend car purchase mall vouchers with a total value of 1,000 yuan automatically credited after the friend picks up the cars, he added. The executive made a direct appeal to existing NEO and Onvo customers. We sincerely welcome all NEO family members and friends to test drive the L60 and kindly ask that if you have friends or relatives planning to buy a car, in addition to recommending NEO, please don't forget about our Onvo, our sibling brand, Fenshe wrote. So we all know once these family and friends test drive the L60, this is all they need to do, just test drive it and understand the superior technology within. They will not go back. To all L60 owners, we earnestly ask you to share your genuine experience with those around you who are considering a car purchase. Let more people get to know, experience, and choose the great vehicle, the L60. So I'm not going to go in the whole article, guys, but we all know that when you buy a car and you're really pleased with it, first thing you do is you tell your neighbor while you all are talking and he sees the car, oh, what is that? Then you tell your friends on the job and they come out and they look at it. So it's getting very exciting, and I know that this year we're going to skyrocket back up. I hope you guys found this video yet again on a Saturday to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so. Because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.